Hey guys, Jay here. I am in the middle of Wave 29 Simulacrum. This is the 11th Simulacrum that I have run so far. It's very easy, very straightforward for this character. I basically just stand in one place and I kill almost everything on the screen. When the monsters stop spawning around the area where I stand, I just move to, as you can see, the two bosses just melt over there. When the monsters stop spawning in this corner, I just simply move to another corner and clear out everything. And just like that, we are done with a wave. Right. Very simple. The loot is pretty good. There are chances for you to drop very big ticket item. But the consistent money, which is most of the money that we get from a farming strategy, for this in particular, it comes from the delirious reward here. It can be essences, it can be scarabs, it can be maps, just raw currency, and some other things, right? There are multiple things. There can be just on average like one divine or above drop item. It can be a split personality, it can be a 2120 gem, it can be just many things, right? But there is a fair chance to drop it every single simulacrum. So far I have not failed to have something that is more than one divine drop every single simulacrum that I run. The simulacrum itself is now currently one divine each, quite cheap and quite accessible, and actually compared to the other content like the MFing, it is actually not hard, right? This character is designed to go and do the juice map. It's quite almost immortal, at least for everything that I do so far, except for when I limit test against dot damage, and also on when I do not pay attention and just get to a reflect map and just kill myself before I get this charm for take no reflected elemental damage. So yeah, let's finish Mysticosis. Where is he? Yeah, okay. Here we lure him into a place with more monster, so he dies more easily, more quickly. It checks the corners. There are some monsters left, and then we are done with wave 30, just like that. As you can see, very chill, very simple, very safe, and very consistent, most importantly. So I think this is a strategy that actually everyone can do. Wave 30 Simulacrum may sound a little bit intimidating at first. It was very intimidating for me, but when I started doing it, it is actually quite just very easy with the right sort of build. If you want to follow this character, I will make sure that I leave a POE linked down in the description. This is a tank character, pretty much designed for juice map. It is based on the chieftain, the MF chieftain build, but it just go all out on power instead of like sacrificing some character power for MF. It just get more defensive layers, and also get a better amount of base damage for the detonate dead. So we do not rely 100% on the explosion. Alright, I just started a new simulacrum. This is actually the best layout. The previous one that you see I did, the wave 30, is the worst layout. This is the best layout because on every single wave I can just stand in this spot. As you can see, I will stand in this exact spot for every single wave. and then I just wait for things to spawn, and they kill themselves because I have cast when stun, right? The cast when stun setup, I would not like to explain too much in this build. It's just cast when stun with the energy shield mastery here to ensure we have a little bit of energy shield, so we always get stunned by every small hit. Big, small, doesn't matter. And we also have the blood notch and immutable force. Right? Here is why this is the best layout. Just like that, everything is 100% clean. Right, so what makes this character in particular better for Simulacrum compared to just a, let's say, a standard chieftain, MF chieftain? First of all, because in the Simulacrum the monster actually do not drop any loot themselves. The reward that we get at the end of every wave is actually a delirious layer here. For the first 10 wave, it like 1 to 2 layers, but the most of the reward come from the wave 20 to wave 30, where we have multiple 6-7 layers of reward. So we can remove all the gear that is item quantity and item rarity related. We can just remove all those, and we invest in something else. The first thing I invest on more than the chieftain is more defensive layers. I do personally think that the Juggernaut is overall more tanky than the chieftain, and mostly because of Unbreakable combo with the Brass Dome. The Brass Dome is especially strong against the Simulacrum, where the monster can have a bunch of crit multi near the end of the Simulacrum, which makes them very dangerous. This completely neutralized that, so we are very safe. I have died, I think, once. Yeah, just once in the Simulacrums, in the 10 Simulacrums so far that I run, and that is only because I was limit testing to see if I can just stand in the degen of Kosis. So I take all the degen, and then I take a jump slam from Kosis later, and that actually one-shot me. I checked, so he was having the penetration mod and also a lot of extra physical damage as elemental, but that is the only case that he can kill me. Normally he just doesn't tickle, and everything we have to do is just, for example, in this layout, which is the best layout by the way, just stand in the middle of everything, kills everything, do not have to press any button or just do any action. When this stops, we walk down to this, around this spot, around the bridges over here, and we clear the Simulacrum. Just like that. Very simple. We have a multiple type of consistent loot. Essences from oils, fragments, scarabs, and also a lot of maps, a lot of stack decks also. Just on stack deck alone, for one full 30 wave of Simulacrum, on average I have 30 stack deck per, more than 30 actually, but let's say 30 stack deck per Simulacrum. These are 3 chaos each. For selling just one in bulk, it should be like 4 or 5 chaos each. If you sell in bulk, you will have around about I think 100 chaos, 120. If you can sell in bulk the stack deck for like 5 chaos each, just the stack deck alone is paying for the whole Simulacrum that you bought. This is 1 divine per piece, right? You can also have the voices drop. Normally the 7 passive voices is nothing, it's like 10 chaos, but the 5 passive is already 1.5 divine, which is profit already if you have the drop. The 3 passive is already 0.7 mirrors, And if you're lucky enough to have a one passive, that is more than 2 mirrors. Last time I checked, I think it's 2.2 to 2.4 mirrors for the one voices passive. There's just big ticket money that you can just randomly, luckily have them dropped. Do not expect it to happen, but when it happens, do not be surprised.
Are you trying to cleanse yourself of me?
Right, as you can see, very chill, very laid back. If I am not like recording a video right now, I would probably alt tapping and watch something else. That is because I have only one monitor. The other monitor just failed me. It just broke for some reason, and I cannot afford a new one at the moment. So yeah, this build helped me to just balance my my POE experience by just allowing me to do something on the side of playing POE. I don't have to just like stressfully going to collect the wisps here and there, try to get like 8k 10k wisps per map, and then just pay attention to like do the altar first, and we trigger the events in the map, and then we have to kill them later. All that we don't have to worry about that with this strategy. Obviously, the money per hour rate should not be the same as like doing MF. This character was originally made for doing the juice content like MF, but I chose to this thing because it's just so much more chill. Just basically, at this point in the league, we are probably, I think most of us are kind of burnt out to a different level, depend on how much you play, depend on your playstyle as well. For me, I still enjoying playing new things because there's so many new things this league that I want to try. This is one of them. I was trying to avoid the MF for the longest amount of time as possible, and then when I decided to give it a try with the Chieftain one, after like 5 maps, I decided that it's not for me, so I changed it up a little bit, and I ended up with this character, the Juggernaut here. And I am just having a absolute blast with the Simulacrum so far. I don't think that damage over time is worth anything. So one thing that is worth noting is the cluster jewel, right? So right now, let me check the cluster jewel. Oh, we are at the cluster jewel. As you can see, the base cluster jewel, there are actually quite a few of them. Sorry, quite a few of them that are worth a lot of money, right? So if you happen to have like any of those, or just any of those, right, they are quite a good amount of money, to say the least. Just the base passive, by the way, just the base cluster jewel uncrafted. If you know how to craft them, mostly harvest, by the way, if you know how to craft the jewels, you will profit greatly from just the cluster jewel themselves. So those are another kind of big ticket item that you can expect to have in the Simulacrum. And lastly is the, I think, split personality here. The split personality here is this is the most expensive one in, as I know, the strength and intelligence. As far as I know, the chance to roll the split personality are all equals on all the stats. So you have a fair chance to actually have a good split personality dropped. So far I have dropped 3. 1 is worth 1 divine, I got it sold, and 2 is worth 100 chaos, and it's still listed. The things that you can see in this tab are all from the simulacrums. 100% of these, and also 100% of these, minus the small one, everything that is screaming and above, because before I do the simulacrum, I intentionally clean everything out. The simulacrum, I do not pick anything below screaming, so everything from screaming and above is just pure from the simulacrums. The fragment here, we do have some of this one, all are from the simulacrum as well. So far I do not see the other. As we were speaking, the 100 chaos is sold. All the scarab here, I clean out this tab before the simulacrum. All the scarabs here were dropped from the 10 11 simulacrum that we have run before this, right? So they are actually pretty profitable. By my rough estimation, so far I did a rough calculation at the 10th of the simulacrum, and so far it is yielding about 6 to 7 divine per simulacrum. So that is very good profit, given that we bought a simulacrum for 1 divine, very solid 1 divine price. There is a lot of them on the market. I have 3 trades. And I got 20 simulacrum in 3 trades. They all respawn. A very nice experience just trading. Right. While we are here, let's just apply those. All right, that one is already got. Do I have any other? Okay, just apply those to the. Right.
Do you not wonder what tugs at the strings of fate?
This is the best layout to showcase the playstyle of AFK Arena. Pretty much AFK. I'm not even sure if AFK Arena is anything like this, but this to me is very AFK Arena. That is a mobile game, right? Not even sure if it is the same kind of thing like this one, but if it is anything like this, I think I should enjoy it. I should give the mobile thing a try. Alright, very quick. Again, we go in a spot. In this specific area, it is the spot between right in the middle of this rock over here and this column over here. So it is for this build in particular. If you follow this build, you will have the same first or the same setup. You will yield the same area coverage. So here I basically have enough area to clear everything in this area over here, and then we move to the bridge, and we finished another round just like that. I will probably stay in the simulacrum until this character reach level 100, and then I will decide on what to do next. At this stage, my main goal is trying to actually look at the challenges, because the purple the purple health bar is very cool. So far I am only at 21, but I didn't pay attention to these at all. I just randomly got this. So recently I didn't pay attention, but I got one of the rarest challenge, I believe, which was the Trial Master, the ultimatum one. So since I got that, so I guess, well, if that is the rarest thing and I already got it, then I should just go for the full challenge. Normally I don't really care that much about the challenges, but this time in particular, the armor set and the purple health bar is just really cool, so I would like to give it a try. and I think it should not be a problem. The things we cannot complete ourselves, we can just buy with a lot of money, right? As far as I know, I think the Doriani's machinima thingy is the most expensive one. It's like a 30 divine maps, right? Let me see, actually. Doriani. Machinarium maze map. This thing is almost 30 divine, but in order to have this challenge, I think the only thing I need to do is like go to trade, probably like trade 820 or something, and then just buy the challenge one slot from other people's map. I think it's probably around 7-8 divine something, given the map is 30 divine, so probably they would like to profit like 8-7 divine, I would guess, per slot. But yeah, that is what my plan going forward. Basically just AFK in Simulacrum until I reach level 100 with this character, and try to do all the other contents that I can to finish the challenges, and then buy the rest, the ones that are not, you know, realistically I can get on my own, right? Not everything can be realistically just found, self-found. Let's just stay until we finish this particular simulacrum and see if we have any big drop in this run. Normally, from my experience, not from my experience making content, but from my experience seeing content, I see people have a lot of luck on camera. I'm not sure if that is the case. So far, I have not found another client for streamer content creator yet, but who knows, maybe it is unlocked today. And I have a one passive voice is dropped.
I will break you.
Who knows, who knows. It is possible. Oh, that is the the incubators. So the incubators are all also from the simulacrum as well. I just pick them up and then just use them while I play. Not technically playing, but while I am AFKing in here. So when they run out, I just go ahead and apply more. Just random type. I don't even check if which one is the best one to get. Right, and here we go. Another quick round just like that. The megalomaniacs, normally if there are some obviously good combination, then I'll list it for a specific price. But in cases like this, as you can see, I already have more than 30 stack decked from this run. Jesus. Well, I keep it here so I don't run out of stash tab. I'm a poor man. I do not have like a quad tab for that one in particular, so this one is probably very bad. Let's just keep it and throw it in a dump tab. Maybe some weird build will need it. It's just one slot though, so not too bad. As you can see, we are roundabout in the exact middle point of the area over here. For this character, it has enough area of effect, so we are perfectly clearing everything around this area. Alright, now we move down, we stay around this point so we can clear things around here, and we are done. I probably would try blind map, see if they are profitable next, because this character is also quite nice for blind, as I can stand in one like choke point and then I just explode everything, because they are very close together. They are perfect for any kind of like proliferation or explosion build, so that can be something worth trying at this point. I think next league, I think I am already thinking about next league. I think next league, this can be something good for me to start. First of all, I do enjoy this character very much. Second of all, to start something like this is actually quite cheap, quite damn cheap. The current character, I have a Mage Blood, which is very cheap this league, by the way. I have a Mage Blood and I have a bunch of very nice stuff already. But the bare bone of the character should be worth, for the price of this league, this character is probably viable for Wave 30 Simulacrum with around about 10 divine worth of investment. Maybe less. Because the weapons is cheap, the armor is quite cheap, these are rares, we can reliably craft ourselves. These precursors are unnecessarily expensive. We only need the one maximum endurance charge pretty much, so a 1C KM sign is sufficient. This amulet is mandatory, but you know, we don't need a maximum roll with max quality or anything. Just any roll for a start is good enough. This boot, it is just quality of life to have, because for the Juggernaut, you will always have 10 endurance charge. So I don't do like a lot of shenanigan with the charges. I don't turn to anything else, so the Rarakesh boots is just something nice. So it can enable me to use Immortal Call, but if I don't use Immortal Call, then there is no source of endurance charge consumption. As far as I know, I can just remove the Immortal Call here and use the Steel Skin, and it will be all good. This build can work because it's a corpse explosion, so it's always good for a league start kind of scenario. You don't really require a lot of gear to scale it. Also, the charms are pretty much for quality of life. For AoE, increased attack damage, I don't think that one is worth anything. That's 8. Right, that one is useless. Right, we are at wave 20 something, 28 something, I think it's 28, right? As you can see, it doesn't take that much time and definitely not much effort. The video is kind of dragged out a little bit, I know, but what else can I do? Right, when I see something drop right there, I know that it is an incubator finishing it. Oh, we do have something quite interesting to do, I think, for science again. I do have a cool item to gamble, which is dropped at the 5th simulacrum I've done, and after five more simulacrum, I actually finished getting it to the level 3, which is an enlightened gem. Now it's level 3, so why not vow it? thing is just... This is actually a bad scenario because we have Kosis near the end where we don't have any other monster to explode him on. So he'll probably take a good while to kill. For this character in particular. Come here, Kosis. I want him to come to some place that is more open. Alright. At least he is doing this phase. I'm not even sure if I'm doing enough damage to this guy. Maybe it's a bad combination of mods, so he is very tanky. Oh shit. Yeah, he has a bunch of fire resistant, which is very bad for me. In this case, right? In this case. I know this is not fair. But desperate situation comes desperate solution. Oh, we actually are dealing some damage to him, but it should take... And there is it. That is the final piece to the build, which is someone who can help you to kill the boss. Maybe he is lagging because I am on a very weird server. I am on Singapore. Most of the people probably from the West. Right, he is the penance brand of he's the poison penance brand, so it should take a little bit to ramp. And the Kosis should be dead. Right. Random megalomaniac. Yeah. There, we have faith in humanity again. See, people will help you. Who is this guy? This guy is looking for something very cheapy. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish the run. I think I just randomly. I should just drop them in. It should not be this tab. It should be this tab, by the way. But we are running out. Right. Right. Quality. You know what? Let's just put some of the divination cards out to make some spaces. Because divination card can be put here. There we go. Right, let's finish the last 2 rounds. I think we are at the last 2 rounds. No, we are still quite far away from the last 2 rounds. This is taking more time than I thought. But you know, as a showcase, this realistic time for a full simulacrum clear, including everything in the middle, including just getting out the trait for just random traits. If you want to optimize the speed of how fast you can farm, obviously you can do much better than this. But for me, it's a comfortable style of playing that I am, you know, happy with. The looting can be much better, by the way, because my filter is just a basic never sync uber strict filter. I know people have a lot more strict filter, so it will save you a lot more time. Let me check if there is closest spawn. Oh, down here, no. Okay, right, so the boss is here, and if the boss spawn in the middle of a bunch of monster, he will die pretty quickly, so no worry on that. Yeah, so right, another wave. This is some scarab. With 26, we have 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 5 more waves to witness. That is awkward silence. Right. Okay, there's some more stuff. I think the red one there was a 2120. At least that's what I think. 2120, right? Yes, it is a 2120 animate guardian. It should be. There you go. This is another one that is some money from just randomly some money from the simulacrum. Every single run I have something like that, maybe a little bit less, but every run we have like 1 divine, 2 divines, sort of items drop just here and there, so the profit is there. And most importantly, I think the profit will still be pretty much the same rate for the next league. So this is quite a consistent strategy. It doesn't have anything to do with the wisp, so it had no risk of being nerfed to the ground. I think the wisp will probably either be completely removed next league, so they can balance and bring it back, or if it comes next week, it will be something like extremely rare to appear. Right, we see the boss, so I would like to right, the bosses are dead, I guess, just like that. So this is actually a very good run to represent the average experience of running Simulacrum. We have the scenario where we are alone with the boss and we deal ZDPS. So we have to actually ask for someone help to get the boss killed quickly. Technically, we can still do it on ourselves, but it will take quite a while. Probably I will need to AFK for like 10 minutes for the closest to die there. But there you have global A20, a bunch of nice people just randomly help you out. I did return a favor. I just hang out a lot of time on global A20. When I was not recording, I just opened that channel and I share the King in the Mist, obviously for free. I also share the Untainted Paradise, just nice unique map for completion early on. I mean, that's a good thing. That is a very nice thing to have as a community. Just a channel to help each other's out, so we can all enjoy the game much better environment. Alright, we have the two bosses here. Alright, they have lightning resistance, so this should not be a problem for me to kill. Kosis is the one who have more health, so he will be left alone. Right, so when he channel, I would like to drag him to this area. Alright, right. That is a nice ability. This is the ability that will trigger a lot of... Right, here where he starts channeling, I can safely open my Vow Breach without getting stunned. And so I can have a bunch more explosion to deal with Kosis. There we go. I think the boss might over there is... Alright, superior enhanced support. Nice. The Whirling Blade... I think I still have the portal, right? Still have two portal. The Whirling Blade here is a drop from this run actually. 150 chaos. We got it sold. So the things I noticed to actually have... Right. Oh, cool, man. Since we're here, let's just put everything in tab. The enhance, I can put it here, right? Alright, let's do something fun real quick. Bam! And we have 23 quality. This is still 3 divine. You know what? I will keep this one to use. You know what? Let's just put it in the tab here. Keep in mind that if I do not vow this one, it is a level for a level 1. It is like 17 divine or something. Just for a level 1 non-level. Guardian. This one I put 6.9 divine. And we got in and we do the last waves. Wave 30 out of 30. Same old, same old. Hey, this is looking... This is looking weird. Maybe the monster are too tanky or something. you know, we still, because there is just a lot of monster, so there probably is a 0 chance that we can die from this many monster around, because of the Defiance of Destiny and the layers of mitigation that we have. But this Delirium seems to be, you know, extra tanky. Luckily, our damage comes from... Oh! I forgot to fucking weapon swap. Alright. So that is why. Okay, no voices. What a bummer. I wish it would drop a voices so we can have some sort of soft gambling. But there you go. That is a full run of a Simulacrum with this character. The character is gonna be have a POE in the description. And thanks you guys for watching. By some miracle you stay until the end of this video. Thanks again. Much appreciation for your support. If you would like to support this channel further, please consider to like, subscribe to the channel, and it will help me greatly to go further in creating more videos, content on POE and also on just ARPG in general. D4 is dead, but there is Last Epoch coming, and let me show you real quick. I am also actually a Last Epoch enjoyer. Right. So Last Epoch over here, I actually have like over 400 play hours of playtime in Last Epoch. It's not as much as a lot of people, but I would consider myself to be a somewhat seasoned player of Last Epoch at this point. I've tried every class. I've like have multiple characters to very high level. But the thing for Last Epoch is something very new, very fresh to try. There is a lot of good quality of life. But the end game is, in my opinion, it's just my own opinion, is kind of stale because there's nothing much to do. Basically it's just like a delve system in POE, but a slightly better delve system. Just the corruption level scaling in Last Epoch is what make the game hard, and it's just basically adding more damage, more tankiness to the monster, but it's just basically more number on the base game. So it is understandable though, because it's a new game. It doesn't have the amount of time that POE has, like 10 years of keep adding more content to the game that makes POE the best ARPG right now. But Last Epoch actually have a lot of potential. It's a perfect middle ground. It is a perfect game to play when you like burn out of POE, for example. So stay tuned for that. I will jump on the board on the ship of Last Epoch as well. It's going to be launched very soon, and I can promise you it is also a very fun game. As someone who has been playing POE for the last 12 years, Last Epoch is going to be something nice for you if you are also a POE player who wants to try another ARPG, unlike Diablo 4. Fuck that game. And right, thanks you guys, and see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, peace.